Hello.
Hello.
I was just killing some time waiting for you to come on. I was playing wormmate.io.
I saw. I watched. Very exciting.
Oh, well, you know. It's my study into the parasitic nature of the cabal.
Ah. Yes, very wise. I played that game with my kids before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. It's kind of like a microcosm, literally, but of how different actions take place. There's been some war games that I've played that also represented how bad war is, contrary to how well the economy does when you're in a wartime situation. BS.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, you're destroying so much. You're now you have to rebuild. You're actually going backwards, and but they just sell it, right? Oh, it's a good way to build up the economy as war. No, it's not.
They love the economy. They love money. The root of all evil.
Yeah, Mammon. Yeah, watched some videos from American intelligence media. They did a couple on the banking system and Mammon, the god Mammon, going back to Baal worship and all the rest of it, and how where the evil enters and it's not that the money itself is evil, but when you detach the value from human effort. So you basically, it came about as you're a farmer and you toil in the fields and you make your grain, you bring your grain to the temple, and they would basically give you something to exchange, right? This medium of exchange representing your toil.
Yep.
When they detach that, and that's when it becomes evil, because that's when you become a slave to the money. Instead of slave money representing your work. So that's what we have to keep in mind. So anyway, so how's it going, Tank?
Man, it's going well. I was talking to Kim today. I did talk to some groups who claim that Zim is going to revalue tomorrow in Reno, and the General 64, just to do a little throwback, like retro GCR stuff. That they're allegedly going into Reno, and Wells Fargo is gonna redeem them all. It's all magic. So
I'm booking my flight. I'll be in Reno tomorrow.
As we speak, booking my flight as we speak. Yeah, I can imagine what my trip to Reno would be like. I'd be greeted with a baseball bat to the forehead. Not a big fan of me out there. Yeah, that's okay.
I guess I'm not on the VIP list anymore.
Well, so Dan, I do want to keep the call short tonight because I do have kind of an important message.
Okay.
That Kim wanted me to pass on, so I figure the shorter we keep it, the better, more impactful, more viewed it'll be. So I'm doing all I can to launch a peaceful revolution, really, right? But I don't see how to maintain that charge of it being peaceful if we don't break through soon. People have to see that there's a change if they're going to believe that it's possible. And right now, there's not even a success story that regular people can understand to give them hope, right? We should have projects that are funded, and they're not even allowing the most basic projects to get funded, or even really allowing relief funds to come in. And even though we do hang on to every word that is said by the president, because he is really doing a great job, and he's speaking about our sovereignty and the storm that's coming, and good things are obviously happening, but it doesn't mean anything if we're all still slaves. It really doesn't matter. I'm disgusted by their indifference. They're counting on the people to roll over and die. They think they've been beaten, or they think that they've beaten the will out of the people. And they think they're just going to continue to play on our fears and our emotions to keep us weak and divided. But I'm going to keep pushing, and I know you are as well, and exposing their genocidal plan, right? But the more we push, the more people want to take action. And it's not always peaceful. Now, that is the reality. There's a lot of good people who want good things for the planet who are ready to take up arms. Now, last week, I kind of, was trying to stop basically a civil war from happening because there were special ops teams that were ready to go in and take out the whole, state government, in a certain state, right? They were ready to take action, and they could do it very easily. But because people wouldn't understand it, it would make them look like terrorists, and we can't have that. We can't have our good men and women looking like terrorists, because they're taking righteous action, really. And to be quite honest, it's action that needs to be taken if something isn't done to change it immediately. Kim has taken out the entire infrastructure of the order almost completely by herself. We've organized people all over the world to move into place in thousands of different ways, ready to rebuild the world, to make it from scratch. We're exposed right now. We're exposing corruption, the Clinton mafia, the United Nations. A massive agenda to poison us in our food, our water, our air, to steal and traffic our children, to commit incredible, awful acts of genocide. I received a tape today of mass shootings of Christians in Syria. I watched them do this. They pulled these people, they stripped them down to their underwear, they pulled them off, laid them down, and gunned every one of them down. They shot them in the head as they threw them out into the water. I'm not even sure if we should share the video. It's so horrific. And this is their
And
plan.
we have the attack on the ships in the Iranian off the coast of Iran, right? They're just carrying Japanese petroleum products, and obviously it's another attempt to create a scenario for war. And in war, as I said in the beginning, you don't win. We always go backwards when we ever go into war. It keeps us from accelerating, moving forward in abundance.
That's right. You tear down our history, our monuments, you destroy what is human about us, and you destroy a generation of strong, vital, young people because you force them to do something that is so against their nature. And what's amazing to me is how can we be getting so much done, but the most powerful military in the world, what's supposed to be the greatest company in the country in the world, the U.S. government can't create a safe pathway to provide disaster relief or to fund projects. How is that even possible? How can they let Kim pay the employees of the Treasury and the government, but keep the rest of us trapped with no resources? Not allowing anyone from Manna to get paid, not allowing any of the projects to really get funded, just based on grimy tactics. I mean, I had to ask her today, I'm like, do they have that right? I mean, technically speaking, do they have that right? I mean, are we still bound by some contract that categorizes them as one thing and us as slaves, right? And as far as I know, all those contracts are void. They're all expired. I think people should have the right to access whatever assets they need to create the world that all of us want.
Right.
And I don't think I'm wrong. Now, the reality is what they want to happen is they want Kim by herself to fix everything. And then when she fixes everything, they'll do something. They're all afraid. They're afraid with guns and tanks and ammunition and lasers and satellites and communications and money to feed their family. Meanwhile, I've got women down in Arkansas, itty bitty little things all by themselves, taking on the biggest corrupt family mafia in the world with the Clintons by themselves. Kim said these people are not right in the head. And if I could ask anything of a special ops team, because I had asked two special ops teams actually last week to stand down if they just give me some time. She wanted me to get the word out to all of the assassins. And that's the mercenaries who get paid to do hits for them. The ones who took out these people, let's just be honest, all of these alleged suicides that take place with sudden, amped up fentanyl that causes overload of the adrenal glands and causes someone to have a stroke or a heart attack instantaneously. Please get the word out to everybody you know in that world and tell them to please stop taking jobs from the order. They have not paid you. They will not pay you. They hate humanity. And when they're done with you, they'll kill you too. They have no intention of doing anything right by you. Stop working for them. Please. To any veterans who are still doing, quote, contract work, who are still guarding the Chinese elders, who have never come through, who have assassinated civilians right in front of you. Do not take jobs for them. If we could just get you to stop taking jobs, not just against Kim, but against anyone. If you stop accepting payment to go do horrible frigging things, we can bring the world back to balance. We can change the world. We can make your life better and everybody else's life better too. You can go underground and hide. We won't even talk about it. Just stop it. Stop it today and we change the world. Please. Please. That is my message from Kim. And that's really all I got, man.
Well, please stop. Yeah, please stop killing people and taking jobs from the cabal, saying that they're going to pay you someday. Here's some more Zim. We're actually going to redeem it in Reno this weekend. No, they're not. Stop taking their jobs. Yeah.
Tomorrow, when, remember, they've promised people that they're going to go in and exchange their Zim, and they're going to get 10% liquidity of that Zim. Inevitably, they're going to tell you it's going to start at 9 a.m. in the morning, which is going to be noon on the East Coast. Then it's going to get pushed back to 3. Then it's going to get pushed back again until Monday. They're going to take your currency. They're going to tell you that they're giving you liquidity, and something's going to happen, because that's what happens every time. They might give you a little bit of chump change so that you feel like you're rich. They might give you some credit to go to the de Blasio and go hang out and party it up for the weekend. Don't buy it. They're not exchanging the Zim. It's not legal. They cannot do it. They don't have access to the system. They don't have the power to do it. So when these things happen this weekend, exactly the way I just said, please stop taking their money. Stop. Wait, I'm sorry. They're not even giving you money. Stop taking their jobs to do horrible things that you can't take back. You can't take them back. But if you just stop, overnight, we could change the world. And we can change the world to a place where diversity is something that we appreciate about each other, where we are accepting of other people's religions, and other people are not being pushed and prodded and fed lies about their own scriptures. There is no mention of the rapture in the Bible. The things that you think are coming, the Savior coming back to sweep up all the believers, that is not in the scriptures. That is a lie they told you. They lied to you about the violent sect of Islam. That is not part of the original text. That is not part of the original text. They take the entire Judean religion, which is the real religion, Judean, not Jews, the Judean religion, and they train the rabbis using the Talmud, which was made in the 500 years after the death of the Messiah. And when they use that, what they do is they take that and they have taken Baalist principles: sacrifice, division. You are the chosen one and no one else is. Kill the goyim. They're not even human. It's okay to steal from them. It's okay to suppress them. It's okay to rape the children. That's all in the Talmud. Every word of that. That is not Judean religion. That is not what it is. Stop believing their lies. Go check my facts. Don't believe me just because I'm telling you. Go prove it for yourself and give a damn. Because people are dying everywhere. Our kids are getting snatched up, put in crates, treated like dead fish. And every time you take somebody out, you are feeding them. You are a pack of cowards. You attack women and children with guns. Tactical training, strength. Be a man. Remember what it's like to be a man. Remember what it means to be a man. Your job is to protect the women and children. And every time you take a job from them, you you are standing up for the hypocrisy, the cowardice, the lies, the greed, the malice, the shame that they represent. Do better. I guess I did have a little more. Sorry.
No, you're right on. You know, then that's you know, you can drop the mic right now, because that's literally the message that needs to resonate out there. So, you know, if there's anyone out there that is on the job, just walk away. Just stop. You know, all these people are dying. You know, that are obviously in an attempt to cover up information that's already going to come out. It's all the evidence is already in hand. So you killing them is not going to stop anything. It's just their panic that's getting you to go and do things for some Zim or some Iraqi dinar. It's stupid.
It's the equivalent of killing somebody to be paid off in Monopoly money.
Right. It's a little prettier than Monopoly money, but it's basically just Monopoly money. There's nothing behind it. Come on, all this time. How many times in the last month has the GCR happened already?
Yep.
You know, not to let alone the last few years. You know, it's ridiculous. Just realize that they're playing you for a fool.
You know what?
Just need to walk away. Hashtag walk away.
Hashtag walk away. And I'll tell you what, whoever's running YouTube, stop. Just stop. You are supporting your own genocide. You can go to the Speak Project right now. I've already put the documents up. This has been their plan all along since 1947. They have been tactically destroying you. And believe me, you don't live in the end. You think you're doing something for your own survival. You think that you're special. You're not. Anybody can create this platform. There's better platforms that exist. The reason why yours is so successful, and the reason why you have such a comfortable life is because they let you, because you've sold your soul. But if you want your soul back, let this video go viral. Use some intelligence. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. The people down at Twitter, stop. It's not about abortion. It's about a baby born alive after they tried to abort it. It lived. And the laws you're supporting say they could go and kill that baby. It's about child protective services right now having the legal authority being incentivized to go out and take children out of their home. And you think it doesn't matter to you until they come to your home to do it. It's not about who's popular, who has money, who looks good, who doesn't, who knows how to play the game. This is not a damn game. People are dying every day. I watched a video with thousands of people, innocent people, slaughtered today. Slaughtered. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to put it out. It's uncomfortable and horrifying. And I hate it. I don't even want to put it out, but I have to. Because I need people to realize we're not kidding. This is real. And your mainstream media, they don't have anything to talk about, you pack of cowards. Low-life losers, thinking that you're important because you're repeating something off a teleprompter. Losers. Make your life mean something. Be the one that stands up to this and stop conforming to it. Stop acting like it's okay. Stop making today comfortable so you can destroy the entire history of humanity and the world. This will not end unless we change it.
Yeah, it also looks like they're going to be doing a media blackout on YouTube and the rest. We might see all the platforms go down. The only thing that will be available is probably 8chan and the QAnon boards. Everything else will be down probably starting a week from now. So if you're going to get something up, Tank, get it up right away. It'll probably, it's supposed to be down until at least 4th of July. They don't want this information coming out. Whatever Trump is leading up to on the 4th, they want to try and squash it. That's why all this other stuff is coming out. Attacking ships. Killing off Christians in Syria. All the helicopter crashes and the police officers dying and the senators dying, all by accidental gunshots to the head. It's ridiculous. They're trying to stop this information from getting out, or whatever. If it's the D class or whatever they know is coming, it's all building up. And so we gotta get this information moved. Please share these links. Share them. I actually posted the one of your latest Tank. I didn't know that you actually. I was looking at Speak Project and the archives, and going from there to grab information to put up, and I didn't realize that on the Blog Talk Radio you actually had more there than was listed in the archives.
Oh. So
I missed a few. I did do one of them yesterday. I got that up, but this stuff that I put. I also posted a focus on TUI from yesterday. I put that up. We got to get this information out. If we're going to see a breakthrough happen in Fiji starting next week, people got to know about it. We got to get the information out. Say, hey, look, this is what is going on. We've got to take action. So please, anyone watching us, start spreading the links. Grab a bunch of them, send them out. And don't just share. Do share, but always copy and paste the links into your social media.
This is the last chance we have to resolve things peacefully. I'm telling you. And when it gets violent, they will have already taken so much from us. This is the chance we get. And the best way to do that is to have both sides realize we are all on the same team. We're all on the same team. The only ones who are not part of that team is the ones who are literally pushing everyone to commit genocide. And if you would just stand up, you realize how small they are. You are what makes them powerful. You are the energy source. You are what is great about them. They're nothing. They're less than nothing. All right, Dan, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jump off. Everybody have a great night.
Yeah. And I would just end this by saying, don't be a parasite. Be in a symbiotic relationship with all of humanity. Don't be a parasite. Stop the craziness. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Bye, Tank.